Well, you finally did it.
What did I do?
Caused my pump house to burn down.
What do you mean? Your pump house? That ratty old shack your son built in the back of my property.
A pump house is any structure that is built without a permit. It was my son's architectural gift to the world.
Looked like a hobo shack with a tree growing out of it. How old is he?
24 if you don't count the 6 years he was inside.
Inside what?
Confined. Do I have to spell it out?
Not to me. That's quite a stretch.
Not all at one time.
Why didn't I know that he had a record?
Of course he doesn't. It was expunged when he returned to the island.
So these crimes were committed here on the island?
Of course not. First of all, nothing my son does is a crime. Secondly, he has blanket immunity from prosecution.
Did he cut some kind of deal for that?
Certainly not. The children of long-time residents can do as they please without fear of repercussions. Or if their mother is single and attractive.
So the police never questioned him?
About what?
The break-ins, the vandalism, the fire.
That is not their job. If he and his friends had performed a sliding stop while driving to their collection pickup spots, they would certainly be in line for a reprimand. But not verbal.
So he can pretty well do anything he wants, including building on my property.
Exactly. A palace of imagination and experiment. A temple to my son's superior genes. You should feel honored.
And made out of lumber they stole from my barn.
And you have a problem with that?
I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
That is a typical response from people like you.
Oh, here we go.
Who don't appreciate the labor that went into building that structure. Not my son's labor, of course. He is above all that. But his friend's hard work.
It blew up real good.
No thanks to you.
It's a good thing it is rainy season. He could have burned down the island. And how is that my fault?
Your negative vibes caused him to drop something in the midst of a very important experiment.
Were they cooking plastic or something?
Have you always been this nosy? He had to run for cover in my double wide. My sanctuary.
All those chemicals and bottles of alcohol.
Not to mention all that cold medicine I bought him.
I haven't seen that many flashing colors since the 60s.
I suppose he and his friends will be coming to my place after their sacred midnight wanderings. You could at least spring for a cheese plate.
That is a rough-looking crew of older guys. Why are they always sneaking around?
That's your fault. If you would leave for a while, they could feel more comfortable visiting the clubhouse and dropping things off.
Since the clubhouse burned down, I see them wandering around in the woods like drugged pigeons. Useless.
At certain times during the night they have tremendous energy and can carry heavy objects such as televisions at a dead run.
Could they maybe wander over during daylight hours and clean up the mess?
Why should they clean up? That is for commoners.
There's a pile of valuable jewelry in the rubble.
It is too hot to handle.
Because of the fire.
Of course, because of the fire.
I was hoping to get some help to get rid of that pile of computers and TVs.
You can't touch anything until we have filed a claim and the insurance adjuster has cut my son a check.
He had insurance.
Heavens no. But you do.
First of all, it was only half on my property, and second of all,
when it burned it fell entirely onto your property and is therefore your responsibility.
Are you kidding? I'm not going to.
Don't even go there. If there is one thing I can't stand, it is someone who doesn't own up to their responsibilities.